Hi my lovely Leos, how are you? Hope you're better than me. This is your reading from the 29th of January 2018 to the 4th of February 2018. I am so sorry, my back is absolutely killing me. I obviously slept in a really weird position last night and my shoulder is just, and it's gone right down my back, so I am in lots and lots of pain. In fact, actually, I think it's that shoulder that was hurting this morning, and now it's just everywhere. So I've taken painkillers, but they don't seem to be helping much. I have done readings, and they seem to be okay. They're a little bit slower than usual, but they seem to be okay. So fingers crossed. It's just really hard to shuffle. I'm not actually even sure which side it was that hurt when I woke up this morning, because the whole thing just hurts now. Right. You have Judgment. Oh my gosh, you have Judgment and you have Justice, guys. Whatever's happening is pretty much divinely guided decision making, my loves. Oh, Leo. Gee whiz. Okay. You have Judgment, you have Justice, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Three of Swords, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Eight of Swords. That's not the prettiest reading I've ever seen, but if you've watched me before, you'll know that sometimes the cards come out and they look like absolute hell, and you almost had the Tower come out twice as well. But sometimes the readings look much worse than they are, okay? So it's not looking fantastic right now, but it could be fine. It could be fine. You have the Prince of Summer and you have the Princess of Summer as well. Oh, okay. You have the Ten of Winter. Okay. You're stuck in your heads, my love. Or you have been. You have been. Right, here we go. We have the Ace. You're stuck in your head. You could take the blindfold off and you could move forward if you want to. Okay, but you're choosing not to right now. I think this is the energy going into this reading. You have the Five of Summer. There is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on what frightens or worries you. I think this is why you're stuck in your head, sweethearts. It's because you're scared. You're focusing on what frightens and worries you, and that's what's bothering you. Okay? You have the Ace of Cups. You have the opportunity for love. You also have the Ace of Autumn, which is the Ace of Pentacles. This thing could be long term. A windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. This could be about work. Okay? This could be about work. Because cups aren't just about love in the romantic sense. Okay? They're about anything that is emotionally fulfilling for you. So this could be a relationship, or it could be an opportunity about something that you love at work and you need to make a decision about it. Okay? And at the moment you're not doing that. This is the Chariot card. But this woman needs to get rid of these bleeding sphinxes, stick a couple of horses on the front, focus on what she's doing and get moving. Because at the moment she's going nowhere. She's distracted, she's got the most inappropriate tools for moving forward. You don't put statues on the front of your chariot, you put horses on there. Or if you're using this deck, you put unicorns on there. Okay? But they're not moving forward. There's not moving forward, not moving forward. And you need to. Okay? You have the Six of Winter. You have the Six of Winter. Oh my gosh. You have the Six of Winter. And it says, positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. Now you have that, but you have the Judgment card and you have the Justice card. You need to be making a decision. There's a decision that needs to be made here. You can manifest what's going to make you happy, but she can't see it at the moment because she's blindfolded. So either you can't see what's going to make you happy, you can't see happiness for yourself, you can't you can't see what you need to do to make yourself happy. You can't see that you can manifest it. There is something that you are not seeing, but you have to make a judgment about, and that's really, really hard, because it may mean ending things, because you've got 2 tens here, okay? You need to make a judgment about ending things, because you have 2 tens. Tens are the completion of a cycle, and it's like once you've ended it, you don't actually know whether you're going to be happy or not. You don't know whether you can manifest your happiness. Sorry. 8 of spring. Stress that comes from having too many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. Maybe something's coming in for you and you're going to be moving fast, and it could be messages. You have the 8 of spring, you have the 8 of wands, it's the same card. Maybe a message comes in and starts to push you forward. Maybe that's a sudden change. Maybe you've just got a hell of a lot going on. And I'm getting told you can't see the wood for the trees, you can't see the sun anymore because you have so much going on. You're being blinded by all these dandelion things that you can't actually see your happiness. You can't see what will make you happy, and that's why you're not making a decision. Because she looks kind of trapped within this circle of light to an extent, and if that's your wands and they're all kind of shining brightly at you and they're all kind of fizzing at you and things like that, they look slightly dangerous. They look like she's kind of surrounded by fireworks going off, and that kind of makes sense, because if you look at this card, God, it's hard to bend this. If you look at this card, they're all kind of lit at the end. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe you've got so much coming at you that you're kind of blinded by it all, and you can't make decisions because there is so much happening that you can't actually see the thing amongst all that that will make you happy. That's for some of you. And maybe the thing that will make you happy is the Princess of Summer. The Princess of Summer is the Page of Cups, because you have the Princess of Summer and then you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Maybe, because on the bottom of your deck now, you have this, which is the Queen of Wands. Okay. Maybe that's a compassionate friend that you can share your concerns with. You can just imagine the Queen of Wands going up to this poor little fairy who's sitting there and just kind of putting her hand on her shoulder and going, come on, let's talk. And maybe you have that. Maybe you have that. Maybe you have someone comes to you, maybe that's these messages. Someone comes to you and goes, come on, let's go talk. Let's go get a coffee and we'll talk. Okay. And maybe you do that. Maybe you get on your little dandelion thing. Maybe you choose this one dandelion out of all of these. And you get on it and you scoot off into the sunset. It's actually the moonset. And it could be heading towards this Princess of Summer, because you have the moon in the background. Okay. Or maybe this person's coming to see you. And maybe they're one of the things that is surrounding you, one of the things that is kind of stressing you out. And maybe there's heartbreak associated with this. But they're romantic and they're captivating and they're dramatic and they're flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Maybe that's your very emotional experience. Okay. Maybe you're in love with this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has usually got fire in her chart, but she may not have it, may just be the energy of it. And it may be that she's one of these people, she's so busy, she's rushing around, she's doing all sorts of things. She's rushing around, she's doing all sorts of things. She's the mum, she works, she runs her house, she's on the PTA, she's got 3 jobs, she's decorating, she's baking cookies, she's doing all of those things, you know. She's kind of rushing around and she's just kind of doing her thing. And maybe you're in love with this person. And maybe there is heartbreak associated with this person. Maybe this is someone from the past. Maybe it's someone new. Maybe you are suffering from heartbreak, and this person comes in and says, come on, let's go and have a chat. And you go off and you do that, and maybe that's someone that you've fallen in love with. And you have the Three of Cups, celebration card. It can also be the third party card, okay, just so you know. It could be that there is a page, it could be that there is a Queen of Wands, there is a Page of Cups, and there is a Prince of Cups. It may be that there's three people, and that's why you need to end two things, perhaps. Maybe this is two people, and they both make you happy. It could be a celebration card. These are both third party cards. Okay. One's heartbreak, one's celebration though. So maybe you're coming out of this period of heartbreak about it into a celebration card because you're moving forward with that. This is the dreamer. You've also got the Three of Wands, you've got 3 threes. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure and trust yourself. Now, in fairness, in the other deck, the Fool, who is the dreamer, can be a little bit commitment phobic. Okay, but I think in this case you're waiting for your ships to come in. You want your ships to come in. You have the Two of Wands. You need to make a decision as to what's going to make you happy, and you need to try and balance this. Maybe you have two relationships. Okay, one is fiery and passionate and emotional, and the other one, I don't know. Maybe you're in a relationship where there's no passion there, but there is emotion there. Maybe that's your two relationships, and you have to maybe end something, but you can't decide at the moment. The wheel is turning, and it's turning regardless of whether you want it to. And it could be to do with this Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups could be waiting for you. Okay? This Queen of Cups could be the Page of Cups. Could be an old, more mature version. It's quite honestly, this could be the same person. Okay? In some ways. They could have water in their chart. They could have fire in their chart. Because if you look at the colours of this lady, she has got the yellow of... she's Queen of Cups, but she has the same colours as the Queen of Wands. So it could be the same person. Where did we go? God, my back. So sorry. Right. And then we have the Page of Wands. And this is why I'm saying as well, I didn't even see that. But that's the Page of Cups, that's the Page of Wands. It's quite possible that it is the same person. And then you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. If it's a third party situation, then quite possibly there is a combination of a younger person, okay, maybe they are younger than you, but maybe they're a queen. Maybe they're younger than you, but they're not young. Maybe they're a queen, but they're younger than you. Or maybe they've got young energy, perhaps. And you have this Two of Cups, which is a soulmate card. It's two people being on the same page when it comes to love. It's also making a decision about love. Okay. This is the resolution of difficulties. This is the Ten of Winter, which is the Ten of Swords. There may have been in the past a situation where we had the Ten of Swords, which is the being stabbed in the back card. But in this deck, it's the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, an addiction of the end of an addiction or codependency. Okay. This 10 is coming. It's coming in time. But at the moment you're just kind of hanging on. But this is an end card too. You have so many end cards. And the Temperance card is about patience and balance, and we already had you trying to make decisions and balance things. But I think you want to move forward because you're waiting for your shifts to come in, but at the moment you're not doing it. But there is a sudden shift. there is a sudden shift, and then we have the dreamer. We have lots of tens. We have the opportunity we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, you have the opportunity for love which could be long term. And this is the point before you make a decision. For some of you, you are ready to go. But this is the point before the opportunities come in, even. And that's what you're waiting for. Timelines change, you know, some people are in this space, some people have the opportunity, some people are making the decisions at this point. Time is moving forward, and it depends on how quickly you want to move, how quickly you want to get out of this energy. Right, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. I'm sorry you've got a slightly shorter reading than everyone else has, but it seems quite straightforward. Not straightforward for you, it sounds like it's actually very complicated for you, but in terms of reading it seems quite straightforward. And I think the guys upstairs are trying to give me a bit of a break, because I can't sit here all day, because my back is absolutely killing me. So I think they're cutting the readings down a little bit, making them a bit shorter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you don't feel shortchanged. I hope it's resonated in some way, and I will have a great week. And I will be back with you again next week. The Februaries are up as well, and have a look at those. So lots and lots of love to you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.